Hi, good day, Cancer. Welcome to Meenakshi Tarot. Today is the 26th of September. So let me just pull out a few runes here so we can get started. So thank you so much for those of you that are watching. I really do appreciate that. Thank you for those of you that are following. I do appreciate that as well. And also for those of you that are cross-watching, I also do appreciate that. Very interesting. We see coming up here. It's always interesting for me to do tarot. So we are seeing a situation here, Cancer. Remember, Cancer, if this reading is not resonating with you, kindly look at your moon, your Venus, and your rising signs. And if you are still a little confused, well, maybe pay a little close attention. So let's see what's going on here. Some of you are going through some situation where it's almost as though you need to make some decisions for yourself. It's as though you need some improvements in your life. You are most probably finding yourself being an inspiration to others, or you yourself needing this inspiration, this creativity. But more so what I'm feeling is an energy that you are in this beautiful flow where you are feeling like, without you even realizing it, you are inspiring other people to a more sense of self, a more sense of vision for themselves. You are really working on becoming more enlightened, creating more balance in your life. It's almost as though you are looking at the wisdom that you have, wisdom that you need, what is it that you need to work on for yourself, and really going deep down within yourself for your own understanding of situations. Being a water energy, beautiful rune to fall out. This is about you being like in your emotional flow, almost sort of like facing your hopes, facing your fears, looking at renewal, looking at your dreams, looking at your inspirations. So there's a lot of changes coming towards you, a lot of acceptance, a lot of regeneration, a lot of growth as well for you. So let's pull out. Oh, I forgot to put my timer on here. Can't run out of time. So let's just see. What is it that the cards have to say for you, Cancer? What is it that the cards have to say for you? Okay, Two of Wands, Two of Cups, the Emperor, Aries energy, Six of Swords, Nine of Wands, King of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Seven of Swords, and Ace of Cups. Bit of a love situation unfolding here for some of you. That's what I'm seeing here. But I'm also seeing that there's also like a very relevant time when it comes to decisions that you need to be making for yourself. It's a time of consideration. I'm just adjusting my seat here. It's a time of consideration as well, looking at the paths that you need to take in your life, the choices that you need to make for yourself, and where is this going to lead you to. It's very easy to kind of feel stuck in your situations. It's very easy to say, look, I don't know which way is the right way to go. But you need to first plan yourself. If you need to make a decision that you need to take some risks and you need to move forward to, improve. But planning is very important. You'd rather take a moment and pause and plan. We see when it comes to partnerships, to relationships, whether it's a business relationship, whether it's a love relationship, some of you could be actually doing something that you love. Be very mindful that you could have a very wonderful relationship with someone if there's mutual respect in this relationship, if there is this close bond, there's this connection. Always looking for that connection. You could be dealing with an Aries person. There could be an Aries person in your space. But if there is no Aries person in your space, this is very much about you realizing that you do need the stability in your situations. You do need to have control about what is going on. You need to be very focused. You need to be very disciplined, knowing what is important and what is not important. Some of you could be traveling. Some of you could be traveling. Some of you could be taking a trip someplace. Or some of you could just very well be wanting to move away from a situation. It's almost as though, you could be taking on a trip which is going to take you at a distance, or you may have taken this trip. But this was something that created distance between yourselves. Some of you may have left an Aries person behind, wanting to create this distance from them, but also wanting to learn your lessons. It's very important that you accept your lessons that had occurred within the situation and realize the importance of having boundaries for yourself. As exhausted as you may feel, as stressed out as you may feel about everything, it's very important that you realize that you need to persevere. You need to push yourself forward, not stay stuck and not allow yourself to get overwhelmed by what has happened. You have gone quite a distance. You've made some decisions. You moved forward. And now you really need to just hold on as you push through to the final stages. Nothing worthwhile comes about easily. Remember that always. You could be having Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo in your charts. You could be having these people in your space. But this is really about you looking towards the future, looking towards creating this abundance and prosperity for yourself. Some of you could be feeling very safe within yourself. Some of you might be having somebody who is a wonderful provider, maybe a business person. Some of you might also be having some patriarchal support when it comes to your situations in your life. But we also see that you are needing to be a very independent person, and you have this independent energy here. Very principled, very perceptive about situations, but also very open to realizing that, if there's something that you need to learn from, constructive criticism is your friend. However, be very mindful that there could be some kind of misinformation, especially when it comes to a love situation. There could be some lies. There could be some trickery, some sneaking, some cunning. No matter how much you're trying to protect yourself, trying to not let this happen, you do know that you are leaving yourself open to be wounded within a love situation, within a relationship, or within some kind of a situationship, Cancer. So we see this beautiful Ace of Cups. This is about your emotional self, your emotional awakening. It's about your creativity, maybe your spirituality as well. Some of you might be feeling as though you're betraying yourself with regards to your love situation. But you need to embrace these new feelings, these new emotions, and allow yourself to grow within that. Okay, let's see. What more can we say here? What more can we say here for you, Cancer? What more can we say here? Okay, none of the cards are falling out. Let's just pull some cards out. High Priestess, the Hermit, Virgo energy, the Moon, Pisces energy, the Chariot, Cancer energy, your energy. Major cards coming up here. 3 of Wands, Strength, Leo energy. Major changes, 4 of Wands, 7 of Swords on the 7 of Swords, and this is a warning. And you've got Ace of Cups on the Ace of Cups, guys. This for me, let's look at it here. Let me give you a little bit of a, if you can see it, you've got it twice on top of each other here. And you've got the Ace of Cups here. So definitely some kind of a love situation, some kind of sort of like a betrayal situation for some of you needing to deal with your emotions and dealing with, especially when it comes to feeling as though you are betraying yourself in a situation. It's important that you are fair to yourself with regards to love and relationships and following your heart and following your commitments within a situation. High Priestess, beautiful card. Some of you might be feeling very intuitive at the moment. And it's almost as though you need to realize that there is this higher self, there is this unconscious intuition that you are able to tap into, and you need to allow your spiritual self to grow. Some of you might be feeling the need to withdraw from society. You might be feeling the need to spend a little bit more time on yourself because you are in a state of a lot of self-reflection, maybe a little bit of introspection as well, contemplating your choices, looking at what is going on in your life, what is it that you need to change, what is it that you need to improve on, but also realizing that you cannot allow yourself to be stuck in this loneliness. Focus, learn, but also realize that do not become confused and do not allow secrets to deprive you from enjoying life. Follow your intuition, yes, but also know the difference between illusion and between, the reality. There can be a lot of confusion going on, a lot of situations that are confusing you. Some of you might be looking at taking a trip, traveling. Some of you might be looking at purchasing a car, purchasing air tickets, something, but some kind of travel is in the cards for you. But also, there is this awareness that there is a lot of success here for you. There's a lot of focused energy here. There's a lot of self-discipline. Also, you are, getting yourself in check. It's like literally the use of your willpower to create the situation for yourself. Some of you might be feeling in this space with this energy that you now have this momentum, this confidence to move forward. You have this confidence to have a little more foresight with regards to your situations, lessons learned, finding yourself needing to look ahead towards the future for yourself, and also needing to face your fears. Some of you might be dealing with a Leo person. Some of you might be in a situation where you need to face your fears when it comes to this Leo person. Some of you might also need to realize that, you need to make some choices for yourself. You need to allow yourself to move forward, and you need to also allow yourself to overcome whatever is holding you back. It's very easy to lose a little bit of confidence in yourself, but this card calls upon you to be very courageous in your situations, to really look within yourself and realize that you do have the self-confidence and you do have that inner strength, that inner power that you need to be able to move forward. But remember, always treat yourself with compassion and kindness. There's a lot of celebrations in your life, there's a lot of social gatherings, there's a lot of stability, there's a lot of sense of belonging for you. It's almost as though you're finding yourself in a situation where you're moving towards a community, being part of a social structure, being part of a community, and having this for yourself. Very important. But like I said, you've got the Seven of Swords on the Seven of Swords, and there's definitely some level of deception. It's either yourself or somebody else. And, as much as in life we try to protect ourselves from being hurt, there is going to be situations that is going to hurt you. And you need to maybe face these things that do cause you to feel as though you are being misled. Face them, face the situation and have some strategy within yourself, some idea of resourcefulness within yourself, knowing that you are dealing with maybe somebody who's a very scheming person. I mean, this card has come up twice. And especially when it comes to your love situations, it could be a love situation where you keep giving somebody the benefit of the doubt and they keep disappointing you, especially if this is like a new love situation. There's something about this that you can't really trust, but you also know that you need to be emotionally connected. And this card, especially this Ace of Cups, which is kind of like different. This one reminds me more of, the timing and being opened and realize that, love comes in its own time, not when we want it, but when the time is right. And this is also reminding me that you need to maybe awaken yourself spiritually. It's especially, you started off with the High Priestess, you're ending with the Ace of Cups. So a spiritual awakening is what's called for here, for yourself to be, more enlightened, to allowing yourself to flow with this energy of love, compassion, and strength. Okay, let's draw some more cards here for you. Okay, Cancer, let's draw some more cards here for you and see what more does the tarot have to say for you. Okay, I'm going to put this here. Let's draw this out here. So 2 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, Temperance, Sagittarius energy here, Queen of Cups, water energy here, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, could be yourself, could be somebody else, 2 of Swords, 5 of Cups, King of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the Chariot again, Cancer energy here. You also, like I said, you could have in your chart or could have somebody around you who is a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Okay. So we are seeing a love situation with somebody who is a very different person. Very different from yourself, very different upbringing, very different. Maybe just the way they are is so different from you, but it offers you this unity and this partnership and this, this togetherness. And I think you've got this 2 of Cups as well. Yes, you do have it. You have 2 of Cups twice in this reading. So definitely some kind of a new relationship, situationship, but something where there is almost like a joining of forces here. It's almost as though there's this connection. And you need to look at this relationship and understand, this relationship, because there is this opportunity for this to maybe be a soulmate relationship for you. But you are going to need to really invest your time and your effort to allow this relationship to grow. There's going to be a lot of patience required, a lot of planning required. But in order for this to progress, you need to be making sure that you are investing your time and your effort to see the rewards of this relationship. Very lovely energy so far that we are seeing here. But with the Sagittarius, you could have the Sagittarius person that you are investing your time and effort with. But also, Sagittarius, this energy is temperance energy. And this is about you creating this balance and this peace for yourself and doing things within moderation, realizing that you do need tranquility and calm and serenity in your life. And this is further reiterated with the Queen of Cups energy. You're realizing that you do need to be in this energy where there is this flow of love, there is this flow of contentment and this flow of peace and compassion. Some of you might be called to be a counselor to somebody else. Some of you might need counseling. Some of you might be dealing with somebody who's a very supportive person, or you yourself is somebody that others are relying on to be the supportive and kind and loving person. So look at it in context to your situation and what is going on within your situation. However, we do see that some of you are facing a little bit of conflict. You could be a little bit of insecurity for yourself, feeling a bit unsure. Maybe you are undermining yourself. There's a lot of noise in your head. You're not quite sure which way to turn. Some of you might be sitting in a situation where you feel that you're stuck in some kind of a trauma or some kind of a drama. But this is also you denying what is obviously there. Something that you don't want to see. Something that you want to avoid. It's like if you don't acknowledge it, you don't see it, then maybe it's not real. And that's this energy that you are carrying here, that, I'd rather just ignore it, ignore this drama, ignore what's going on, and maybe it'll go away. However, what you need to realize is that you need to face the situation, even if it does bring you some sense of sadness or feeling let down or feeling distressed or disappointed. You need to face this energy. It's important that you face that. And if something is just bringing you this despair and this unhappiness, then you need to also ask yourself, what are you doing in situations that are making you feel so conflicted and so unhappy? You've got this King of Pentacles energy. I mean, this is talking to me about your future, about your prosperity, about abundance. You could be having somebody who's very reliable for you and being there for you. But also you yourself could be very ambitious, and you could be a very kind person. Or you could have somebody who offers you this kindness, this prosperity, or somebody that you can see as your end goal. But you need to also realize that a lot of flexibility is required from you. You can't always want to have things the way that you want to have it. And you're needing to also realize that with the Hangman energy, that you most probably need to realize that there is going to be a little bit of waiting. There's a bit of uncertainty. There is, you need to get a better perspective of things. You may not understand everything. You need to take a moment to contemplate the future. And if you feel as though you're lacking direction, it's kind of like a conflict, because you feel as though there could be this lack of direction because you are needing to be so flexible about things, but you are moving forward, and you need to be one with your mind, body, and spirit as you are moving forward and realizing that you can have this movement. Some of you might be, like I said, there could be a trip that is in the cards here for you. You could be traveling. You could be going overseas. You could be having more success with your work situation. But you need to stay focused, and you need to trust yourself that you do have the ambition, you do have the success, you do have the drive to move forward in your life. So let's see. I haven't used these in a while. What letters comes out? They may or may not apply to your situations. It doesn't mean if any letters come out here that they are not a part of your life circle. It doesn't mean that the tarot reading was not for you. So let's just see what's come out here. Okay, should I see a few more? Let's see if only one more fell out. Okay, so we see letter B. We see the letter J. We see the letter E. We see the letter A. We see the letter H. We see the letter Y, and we see the letter S. So you could have these people in your space, could be your initials, or, or not. But anyway, it's about the reading itself. So thank you so much for watching. Please take care, and I'll see you guys again soon. Goodbye.